Okay, so like number 1 here, we are going to review from Algebra 2, synthetic division. So first thing you want to do is they do have to be in order, what you're dividing by. So remember we kept saying when we're factoring, that's what we want to do. We want to do it here too. So the exponents have to go in order. So I'd put negative 3x cubed first, then minus 2x squared, then plus 2x, then plus 1. And I have to have all the exponents. Like it goes 3, then 2, then 1, then none. If I was missing any of those, I'd have to put a 0 in there, remember, to hold its spot, like a placeholder. And then we're dividing by x minus 1. So that's the factor. The actual 0 is when x minus 1 equals 0. We'd solve that. X equals 1 is technically what we're dividing by. So that goes in the little box. And then all your coefficients, meaning your big numbers here, those are the numbers that go out beside this box. So I would have negative 3, negative 2, positive 2, and then 1. Ringing bells?
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, I do. Then we usually leave space for at least a number under those and then draw a line. And then I put, everybody does theirs differently, so I don't know how you were taught. But I put a little dotted line below my line between the 2 and the 1 here at the end, because that number right here is going to be my remainder. And so that helps me remember that that last number is my remainder. Okay, do you remember what to do?
You move the negative 3 down, right?
Right. Move that straight down.
And then you multiply it by 1?
Yeah, you take the number in the box times the number under the line, you multiply them, and then you put that under the next number. Then you add.
Okay.
Negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5. And then you multiply number in the box times the number under the line is negative 5. Then you add.
Negative 3.
Yep. Number in the box times the number under the line, negative 3. And then you add. You get negative 2. Now we just got to figure out how to write this correctly. So, whichever exponent you have, the biggest one to start with, you lower that by 1. Because when you're dividing, like if you divide x cubed divided by x, what do you do with the exponents?
You subtract.
You subtract. So it would lower by 1. So that's exactly what we're doing with all of these exponents. So instead of negative 3x cubed, it's going to be negative 3 and I lower it by 1, x squared. And then I take that next number, that's negative 5, and I go to the next exponent, so it's x to the first. And then I take the next number, is negative 3, and I go to the next exponent, which would be x to the 0, which means it's gone. And then I do the remainder. The remainder is always whatever that number is, so minus 2 over what you were dividing by, which was x minus 1. Remember how when we divide out things and we put the remainder over the number that was in front, like 2/3, 1/2, that's what we're doing here. And that's our answer. Questions? Okay, next one. So I'm going to make sure they're in order. And I'm going to make sure I'm not missing any. I'm missing one. Which one am I missing?
To the third.
To the third. So I need to put a 0 in there. Am I missing anything else?
That's all.
That's all. You're right. So that's what I'm going to divide into. I'm going to divide it by x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals negative 2. So in the box, I put negative 2. Now beside it, I have 3, 0, 1, negative 3, and 3. We bring the 3 down, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, and 8, and then add. Big numbers, that's okay. See if you can write that with the variables beside it. And the fraction at the end. Okay, Jose, what'd you get?
3x cubed.
Uh-huh.
6x squared.
Good.
Plus 13x. Minus 29.
Uh-huh.
Plus 61 over x.
That is absolutely right. Questions? All right, you do the, well, the last one is only weird because you have 2x minus 1 equals 0, so you have a fraction. So in the little box, we would put 1/2. Now the other numbers, they're in order. I don't have any zeros. So see how you do there. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll help. Yeah, and you don't